Havana, una. You didn't walk up with it, how you doing? You said there's a lot of girls I can do with. I'm doing forever in a minute. And Papa said he got my love in him. He got me feeling like ooh. I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to his Atlanta, na na na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na na. Ooh, I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Got me feeling like ooh. And then I had to tell him I had to go. Oh na 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 na. Havana, ooh na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, ooh na na. He took me back to his Atlanta, na na na. All of my heart is in Havana. My heart is in Havana, Havana, ooh na na.
大家晚上好，大家晚上好，进来的朋友记得跟我们 say hi， 告诉我们你们是从哪里来的，好不好？Adrian 老师晚上好，
大家晚上好，嘿嘿嘿，又再见大家了。我觉得到了，我可以的话，把我的床放在这边，就在这边坐住就好了。然后过来在这边吃饭，然后在这边冲凉。我觉得太开心了。我还没有很多人没有东西做，可是呢，我呢就有很多东西跟粉丝一起做，所以我觉得很荣幸，大家今天晚上呢抽空时间来到这个环节，因为做什么呢？今天我们有两个很重量级的朋友，
我们还没有介绍他出来， 我们还没有介绍他出来之前呢，你们懂的咯，你们要做什么咯？把这个 live 分享出去，因为你们也懂，我们等一下会 delete 掉这个 live 的咯。说把这个 live 分享出去，因为呢，今天呢，这两位 VVIP 呢，真的从中我们真的会可以从他们身上学到很多的东西的。因为呢，你们把这个 live 分享出去，我到最后尾的时候我会把 Adrian 老师的31天 Success Secret 送3份出去给你们哦，送3份出去给你们哦。说等一下我们在最后尾会公布哦。老师，今天你没有什么礼貌？
什么？
因为你没有嗨他们的名字哦，他们。
Vincent, Alex Tong, Joseph, Kelgan.Chester, Hugh, Gabriel, Lai, Sao, Tian Xianbong, Xian Sui, Tan Kim Wei, Henry Yong, Jeremy Ng, Y Liang Chen, Meng Huat Lim, Yi Lou, 大家快点 Andy Tan, Anthony Chong。你们呢？如果来讲可以的话，告诉我你是从哪里来的，然后你做些什么生意的 ？Michelle 佳慧、Dan Kim Wei。对了，今天最少要3000个人。Dato 呢？今天我们要的话就要5000个人，可以的话我们fight5000个，大家 O2O 的家人们完全 support 好不好？6号来Alicia、Richard、周基亨、Stephanie、Madeline， 然后钟伟丹、Janet Jin、Anson、CK 后，大家 O2O 晚上好。诶，我们现在有大家 O2O 晚上好了。Annie Tong、Andy Oi、Edmund、Karen Hong、CK、Apple 大家晚上好。
老师，你的名字其实变了的都属于 O2O 了。
是啊，都属于 O2O。晚上好 ，Apple、Neo、Edward、燕丽、David 龟、易凯、Jackie、Ben 告诉我们你是做什么行业的好不好？然后在哪里？然后中会 O2O Mastery、Peter D、Louis Shaw、Dan Kim Wei 5000个人 for O2O family 有啊？这么没有呢？我们大概是差不多有4000多5000多人有咯 O2O。William G、周国华、莫丽 John。Even, Oi Wei Lung, Tom Lok, Marcus Ho, hey. John Low, Love Life Cool, Wong Kim Fat, Kelvin CK, O2O 晚上好 Cecilia Tan, Madeline, Wee Jong, good evening, Iris Yu, 大家晚上好 Winnie Lee.
好了，老师
Josephine。
老师，你爽了啊！你 rap 到。
我跟你讲啊，我关在家里关到疯掉了啊！
老师，今天呢，我觉得你应该骄傲。
什么？
因为呢，你有一位 O2O 的学生哦，哇，骄傲咯！今天他学了 O2O 哦，只是7块钱的 O2O 哦，7块钱的美金8堂课哦，他已经自己开了一个课程。他开了一个 networking 的课程，什么人教 networking 的课程 ？networking 的课程都可以拿出来教，可以教的 networking。然后老师他在里面哦做一个 funnel system 哦，他 build 了 trust 哦，他来做一个 conversion 的 system， 你知道吧？他现在哦卖了一个几千块的课程哦，卖了50多个人哦。老师
成功。我看到多还问了头尾尾啊，我们的O2O这个学生哦，我看他的销售超过500千了。
我不懂，
销售超过500千了，
不止卖了20多千。老师，我们不要再等了，我可以立刻请大都好问出来访问一下。
来，我们的马来西亚 fastest online rising superstar Dato Howard。
大家晚上好。
现在我叫他好老师了，你知道？好老师你好。
好老师晚上好，好老师。
大家好 ，OK。我们把这个视频 share 出去，今晚真的是很大的 value。然后 of course， 在这边我也是要谢谢Dato他们，谢谢他们把这个这样好的课程教给我们。然后我就从里面做了一个课程，这个课程我觉得 ，so far OK 了，我很开心，因为看到我的每一个来听我分享的人，他们没有觉得我很吵嘛，还给我很好的一个 review， 所以我觉得很开心。本来我的 page 是4.9个 point 的，今天上到5.5了，上到5了。然后我觉得我很开心，因为他们真的很支持我。今天我讲了一句话，他们就做了那个动作，我觉得我很开心。OK， 然后我希望我真的可以把这个 value 下去。然后我觉得不只是课程好像说在上个星期我们做了 webinar， 我们卖了差不多40间的一个房地产，也是用 O2O 的方式。
多啊
，40间了。
我跟你讲我跟你讲20多间，然后再增加到40间，很够力啊，我觉得。
如果讲这样子的话哦，你这个我们叫做lockdown MCO 的 period 啊，我看啊，你连续啊，你的收入我看最少500千以上哦。
这样子算是有啦 ，but of course 我不希望只是我收入，我要团队他们大家有收入。如果说来 comment 一下，在我们的 page， 我觉得是很好 ，comment 一个 tester， 我觉得是大家都是一起上来，因为在这个时候其实是我们需要来讲手牵手来上来的，不是说一个人上了，英雄是走不远的，我们要一起上来。来，我们老师有那个 O2O 嘛，然后在我的 page comment NWS 就是 Networking Well Secret 好不好？这个就是我的。你们 comment 如果你们有上课的话，我真的很开心，真的300多个人来上课嘞。然后我没有看到，因为我的 system room 我有 set 那个说谁走的话我看得到了。这2个小时里面没有一个人走，我真的觉得很开心。真的是他们会被等，所以来 comment 是 NWS 就是我们以后家人的一个品牌 ，OK。来，我们今天的主角就是我们的 Dato Garry Chua 了 ，OK。Dato Garry Chua 他是 MRCA 的 president。如果你不懂什么叫 MRCA， 是 Malaysia Retail Chain Association 的 president，OK。他已经做了2届了，告诉你很少总会长可以做了2届，然后他 handle 马来西亚全部的出名的 brand，you name it，everything under him，right？ 你去湾U走，每一90%我觉得有了，我不懂了，等下我们问他都是啊，90%的品牌都是 under MRCA 的，这种品牌不是小品牌啊，我告诉你都是很大的品牌，我们每次看到的品牌，所以都是 under 这个association的，所以我觉得今天很荣幸。我那天就打一个电话给他，说Dato可不可以跟我们做一个 live？ 我讲说要 share 给我们的 members 啊那些东西，他讲，把他 connect in English， 我讲 OK no problem。我觉得我们全部人都会听 English 嘛，对不对？我觉得你们会听个 comment 一个 English 好不好？我看看你们是不是会听 English。我们很多华人在这边 ，of course 我觉得大家都会听 English 啊。你们会听的话就写一个 English， 然后我们不要浪费那么多时间，我们就邀请我们的重量级的总会长 President of MRCA Dato Garry Chua， 好不好？哇，Dato
Seri，晚上好 ，Seri Garry，
大家晚上好 ，Happy evening。Happy
evening, yes. How are you, Dato Seri? Long time no see. Easily
yeah,
more than
long time no see. But still very busy. We have got a lot of interviews with UBS Bank and RHB Bank and so many others.
Okay.
So keeping very busy, sharing a lot of things with so many audiences. Been invited. So happy today to be here as one of your guests here to share, see whatever we can do together.
Thank you very much, Dato Seri. I think if you feel this is valuable, please share out the what we call this live. I think we won't stay the live for very long. Share out. I think we bring the value to everybody, right? Bring the value to everybody, not just you and me, to everybody. I believe Dato Garry will give a lot of value to us, seriously, because I knew him for a few years. He always give me a lot of good value. During our event, during our dinner, he always input me a lot of good value. Maybe, Dato you can start with some, what we call some question, then you can answer it. What do you think?
Before we start, you don't mind, Dato and Dato Howard, I would like to know the people here. We have around 2,000, Dato 2,000 people.
Okay.
那完全所有我们的2000个人，每一个人尽量 share 好不好？因为今天呢 ，Dato Garry 呢，他会告诉我们一些不好听的消息。好听的消息呢，我们听很多了。我们要懂的兄弟啊，就是真正的 在市场在发生出的事情，我就觉得到是 Garry 呢，他是一个很有远见的人。短短的时间我认识他不是很久，可是呢，我听过他的名，他的自己整个我们叫做这几年来付出给人民太多了。在这个 MRCA， 我只是要懂一下，虽然没有听过 MRCA 的，如果来讲你们没有听过 MRCA 的话，写 no 好不好？看一下我看一下到底有没有人知道 MRCA， 我们要看一下统计。当然 MRCA 如果来讲我们讲 Malaysian Retail Association 的话呢，这个是一个很出名的 association， 可是呢在我们平民的人 I mean 我们的日常生活的人，我们这些大品牌我们根本都没有打交道的。今天很难得我们在这一个live session 请到重量级的Louis 讲没有听过，苏芬讲没有听过 ，Get Han 讲没有听过 ，Janet 没有听过 ，Aaron 没有听过，丹金卫没有听过 ，Maggie 没有听过 ，Moon On 没有听过，Richard Lam 有听过，我看还有谁没有人听过 ？Malaysian Retail Chain Association。Now for those of you 不知道什么是 Malaysian Retail Chain Association 的话呢，我们马来西亚有很多的我们叫做外面的品牌，不管是吃的、穿的、用的等等这些所有的我们叫做商家，我们叫做有品牌的商家，大部分他们是在这个我们叫做工会里面，就是我们的 Retail Chain Association， 华语我就不知道叫什么名了。可是呢，在Dato Garry 的旗下呢，他帮助了很多我们叫做那些retail， 就是我们的很大品牌，创造了一个我们叫做一致的工会，然后呢把我们的工会呢出了很多方向。今天呢 lockdown 呢差不多是靠近1个月半了，so 事情呢，我们大多数人在家里，外面很多我们叫做做生意的人，他们在很前卫的在布置出东西，然后呢 Dato Seri Garry 呢，他不单只是我们叫做自己本身做自己的事情，很多人呢最近呢时常都是跟 Dato Garry 开会，然后很难得 Dato Garry 可以抽空他的时间来到我们这边的这个直播，因为 Dato Garry 今天我们是想要问一下 Dato Garry， 其实我们的生意到底如何了？其实过了这个 MCO， 生意应该怎么样做？因为好像 Dato Seri Garry 刚才我们有聊到在外面那些在商场里面，不管是 Pavilion 也好 ，Mid Valley 也好，等等这些完全大品牌都是在里面的，吃喝的、穿的、玩的、用的，完全都是在这个商场里面。现在呢，商场不开，商场没有开，就变成生意也没有人做。这样的话，租金要不要给？生意怎么样好了？开销怎么样好？他们那些人不是少数的人了，一大吨的伙计，他们这些我们叫做在市场上创造了这么多的价值给我们平民人。现在呢，到2个月没有的营业，工人怎么样好？东西怎么样处理？就算我觉得，我也是觉得我们在3个人在谈住，就是说，就算我们今天开了 MCO， 人家的那个消费的信心也是会影响到的。这样的话，要几久才恢复？几久才可以回正常？几久才可以我们说，我们叫做忘记了这个事情？因为阴影还是依然在。虽然呢，我们人很容易忘记事情。可是呢，这一次的不是只是马来西亚，全世界，我们叫做马来西亚，好像都是Garry 讲的，很多生意就是跨过了。说今天呢，无端端的品牌在其他的国家也是没有的经营了。说因为完全国家都是有 MCO 这个东西。所以从中在这边的话，我们是要邀请Dato Seri Garry 讲这一个我们叫做未来我们那些我们叫做做生意的人、品牌的人，他们的命运怎么样？所以今天呢，谢谢Dato Howard， 谢谢Dato Seri Garry 来到我们的场所。所以Dato Howard， 我教这个东西给大家了，因为做什么呢？今天如果可以的话， 把这个视频，我要求你们把它 share 出去，因为 Dato Seri Garry 他讲的东西呢是未来的事情，不是现在的事情，所以我觉得到这个东西呢，我们的朋友们完全应该要知道的，包括我们也是，你们也是知道的，我们的视频是没有拿，我们的视频一看完了过后，我们就不会收在 Facebook Live 的，所以讲可以的话呢，大家支持把 Dato Seri Garry 他的权威、他的思维把它分享出去，因为这个直播会弄到很多人呢准备到，就是不是讲他听好听的东西，因为我们这个访问呢是讲如何中小型企业可以准备未来这个我们叫做危机了。来，大多好问，谢谢大家。
what we call question.
So Dato Seri Garry, in terms of this context, 其实我们的国家有很多这些大品牌，他们今天2个月没有做生意，会怎么样啊？Dato Seri Garry?
Okay, let's do a short introduction about MRCA, Malaysia 连锁. We have 很多会员 from Bogong, Osim, Borneo, Nelson's, Focus Point, Harvey Norman, then Starbucks and all those. You can name it, Padini. The biggest chains are even DIY and all these. They're all part of our membership. So today we have more than 500 members. They are all chain store. You add up, we have about 30,000 stores. So 30多千啊 So 3万间我们的连锁了 in Malaysia. So we are pretty big and well represented. You see, looking at the situation today, it doesn't look August very well. You look at even initial survey by SME Corp, even SME Association, FMM, and even WeStage CEO Group. It tells a very negative picture. You see. For example, 48% of the SME can't survive for more than 2 to 3 months. The micro one, the smaller ones. And the medium-sized one, about 46%, probably can't last for more than 6 months. You see.
Oh my God.
Some probably up to a year, but majority around 6 months. The cash flow allows that. You see. Now we are talking about cash flow. So it's less than 10%, only can endure long term, you see. Can do business long term in that sense. Because very few people prepare for cash flow for such a situation. Even you can ask the biggest tycoon in town. You look at the biggest, for example, Virgin Airline from Australia, you know, and even look at Air Asia was doing well, and just within 2 months, 3 months, and look at them, it's all gone. And even look at HSBC Bank, they've retrenched 35,000 people worldwide. So
35,000 people.
Yes. And
it's like a small town, like a small town.
Yes. So you see, and based on all this, you see, FMM also have mentioned, you know, after the MCO or within next 3 to 6 months, they probably retrench about 30% of the employees, the staff, you see. And then, of course, even the self-employed, the day the statistic department make a survey, self-employed one are those smaller traders and all those, and other self-employed people who do their own business. 46% already incapacitated. That means they cannot do business. They're no more.
Means to say half of the entire company that is generating business activities in Malaysia, almost half of it will be wiped out.
Those self-employed, the smaller ones, self-employed, could be doing trading, could be part-time car sales, or you know, selling food. The part-time one, 46% the self-employed. So you can see, it doesn't give a very good picture, is it? And where we are talking about sales has gone down from, you know, almost 80 to 90% generally, because when you have a lockdown, you have an MCO, you can't do business, is it? You can do online, yes. Some online still goes very well, like Grab and Panda Food. Their business has gone up probably more than 10 times because of delivery. Because delivery of food is and all this, is it? But other online, like even food, let's say you talk about restaurant online, people do not order much online, is it? Because unless they dine in your place, they may spend 500 ringgit. But if they were to let's say tapao, probably spend only 100 ringgit, is it? Because
Correct.
they want something simpler, not the exotic or special type of menu, is it? So, except one of our member, a few of them, especially Sen Heng, has done much better than the rest because he has been preparing for this, is it? For example, he has a very big data, a big data of customers. So he knows who are the customers to call during this time, is it? So they have telemarketing, so they do a lot online, Even the physical stores are not open yet. They still can capture about 50% of the sales. So that's pretty good, is it? For Sen Heng. But others, even Harvey Norman, the day this opened about a week in, for example, in Pavilion, the business can't sustain the staffing there. See? So these are not very good signs again. And even the employer, Malaysia Employer Federation, they're talking about this year, probably about more than 2 million people will be out of job, will be retrenched, or do not have a job, because at least 500,000 are from the new graduates from overseas and locals. 4 to 500,000 are also including the fresh graduates. So this is not very good. But on MRCA,
sorry, Dato Sri, what is the total percentage of the workforce in Malaysia, Dato Sri, to bring the impact of 2 million?
Total Malaysia employees estimated about 17.5 million or so, about probably 18 million plus minus. Malaysia population about 32.5 million. So we have employees about probably 17 to 18 million, including, of course, the part-timers and maybe perhaps some illegals. You add up, those are the unofficial figures. You add up together, it's probably 18 million. And SME consists about almost 12 million from SME employees, about 12 million. So SME forms a very big chunk. And SME today, you see the number of companies under SME is about 98.5%, is it, of the companies that so registered in Malaysia are SMEs. So SME actually is a backbone. It's the backbone of the country. If SME collapse, everything will collapse. So it's very, very serious. So the government must look after this sector very, very preciously. You see, the first two stimulus, the first few stimulus was quite good in the sense, earlier you look after the M40, that means the middle 40, the bottom 40, B40, that means the lower income people, and the e-hailings, government gives subsidies. And then the previous one, recent one, was the government helping a lot of the micro SME, the smaller ones. So the government gave a subsidy of say 1,200 and all those, 3,000 ringgit to the smaller SME, and also subsidized for a certain number of workers up to 200. But what about the mid-tier SMEs? The mid-tier SME, many of them have more than 500 to 1,000 and few thousand. So you see people like Sen Heng and all these easily have 2,000 staff.
Yeah, correct.
So when the government just gives subsidy of 200, it's barely enough. You see, we also have many other Bumi members like Al Iksan,
Al Iksan.
KFC, they also have a lot of staff. So under MRCA, we are trying to help all our members. That's why we are the first association to start. We just started and announced this week the MCO Action Bureau, we call it. So those who are members, you can come to us, tell us your problem. It could be registration with MITI. It could be have a loan problem applying with the banks. We have very good connection with all the banks. It could be some legal aspect you wish to know, or you wish to know about employment. We can also have all our advisors on standby. So these are some of the services we wish to help all our MRCA members. Of course, Dato Halbert is one of our members. I have to look after him. So when he calls me, I cannot say no anytime. I have to say yes, even midnight. Is it? So these are the things happening. So unemployment will be quite huge this year. And even this is what you call that. It's not as massive as America. America just came out with a figure. About 10% of their people are unemployed now. America have a population of almost 300 million.
300 million.
Now they have almost 20 to 30 million people unemployed.
30 million unemployed, yes.
Yeah, 20 to 30 million. They're applying for assistance and aids from the government. So even worse than Malaysia. So you can see the picture is not so rosy. So we have to look at it. And then on the country output, this MCO will cost the country easily output, that means productivity, revenue loss. They're talking about almost up to 55 billion ringgit. And for the malls alone, the malls will probably lose, the losses may be about 2 billion or so. And then for the retail, in terms of revenue, probably about 10 billion losses. Is it? So you see, there's a tremendous unproductivity and losses here due to the MCO, but which is essential, but it has to be managed in the most practical and most rational and way to make sure business still can survive. Just like some of the countries, they don't have MCO or lockdown, but they're still business are still quite normal operating. Like for example, even Korea, now Vietnam has uplifted.
Vietnam, yes.
Even restaurants allow, but they limit the number of people. Even New Zealand, my friend, Australia, some of my classmates are there. They allow you to gather, but you can visit your friends and all this, but maximum with 2%. That's all, with the distancing. So some of this practicality has to come into play, not total in a way like lockdown. But the good thing is that now MITI, under the Ministry of International Trade, they have now started to open up a lot of the factories, factories online and all this. So you need to register, so to get a permit, so you can operate. You see. So this is an important development, but it has to be very much faster. The government have to take very fast and drastic measure to find a balance. How to identify the red zone, the green zone, and the clusters that have COVID. So how to do this in the most professional and the most practical manner, so that it will not affect the country in a very, very big way. Otherwise, it will be a big disaster.
All right. So, Dato Sri, I have one question from the floor. They ask about, you mentioned about Seng Heng, right? Seng Heng is our friend, right? So
Yes.
I know last 2 weeks he has shared about 26 strategy how to increase your business during this MCO. So maybe Dato Sri, you can share some of the strategy that what Seng Heng do without opening the shop, and then the business can be maintained and increased, compared to previous. Maybe you can share some strategy. This is question from the floor.
You see, coming to strategies, when you have a total MCO or lockdown like this, you can't do very much physically. So you have to go online. You see. Online is one of the, in fact, is the one of the best ways to reduce costs of your overheads. Even normal trading time, even previously, I've been encouraging all our members to go digital. Digital is very important. That's online, so that you will reduce your costs. At the same time, you can increase your awareness and sales in the most economical manner as well. And that is one thing. You see, as I mentioned, if let's say they do it right, you get a lot of sales. So it has to develop over the years, this online thing. And also automation. Those companies can afford, they should also go more for automation. When you have more automation, means you have less workers, right? You have less workers, that means distancing is not an issue. So of course, easier for the government to approve even bad time, good times. Of course, those you need a sort of capital to expand. And for ordinary other business people, I can observe some of our members, including myself, we also have trying to capture the needs of the day to day. For example, supplies of medical supplies. Could be masks, could be sanitizers, could be wipes, could be ventilators, or any sort of protective items for health. You see, I think this is very important. And also we have to re-strategize. Re-strategize, for example, what are customer base you want to have. For example, even yourself, you're doing property. You may, in future, maybe instead of going for mid-tier, you may go for higher end. Or like this type of situation, knowing that higher end can't sell much, you have to probably go to mid-tier customers, and you bank hard on your mid-tier customers. This you probably will change you shift a little bit of and pivot a bit of your customer base. You see, these are some of the things you have to do, and some companies even diversify. If they are big enough, they may diversify a new division. For example, you see, to go into areas to do more online, to do maybe fast-moving consumer products, food-based, you see. Like for example, now you see many of our members like Jai Grocer, Village Grocer are still doing very well because basically they're food-based, they're essential. The business still going up because people need to eat and need to buy. So these are something interesting, and it's also cash business. You see, it could be some companies after this they may diversify to some of these areas. They may acquire, or they may expand, or they may do some joint ventures with some of these companies to do slightly more versatile. I call it more versatile business base. You see, last time we always talk about business being very focused, but you see, the lessons teachers did not only this round, many rounds actually during the last recession. Focus is good, but may not be always the best, you see. So we must be able to capture, for example, even oil and gas. You see, this round, all the oil and gas companies probably are gone. Many of them listed. But one oil and gas based company stands out strongly. I still remember during the last recession, 1998, 99, I bought some shares there. The company is called Dialog. You know why? This company survived long term, and today the share is still very strong, 300 ringgit. Did not drop, you see. Why? Because besides oil and gas, they do a lot of special storage and also maintenance and repair, you see. That is, maintenance is one area you always require, you see. It's just like essential. But this is for the machineries and plants. So we have to look at different angles, see how to look at situation. Look, even China, you look at today. During the last lockdown, 3 months in China, after the lockdown, you see, some of the companies, they thought they can open the business. Suddenly, the company have to close. You know why? There's no orders from overseas. There's no export orders anymore. And local orders also very little because of the lockdown. So many of them, you see, they have no choice to survive. They went into production of masks, sanitizers, and other medical items. That's why today you look at China, there are thousands and thousands of factories moving to do all these special medical supplies. And in Malaysia today, I saw also one of the companies probably moving to produce plastic gloves. Because glove today, you look at all our friends, whether it's Supermax and Top Glove, all this, they're running 24 hours. Corsan Rubber, they're doing 24 hours. So it's good that this company doing plastic, for example, do plastic gloves, something different. I think this will have a lot of market also. These are some of the examples. We have to be, in business, we call it to be versatile. To be versatile, that means we can adapt, is it? Be adaptable. So we have to learn to be adaptable also, not just 100% one size fits all. We have to also be able to try to fit different sizes. So that's why we call it different strokes for different folks. I think this is important.
Right. So, any more questions, Adrian? You can ask Dato since he is here today. I can ask everything that public want to know. He can answer everything, I believe so, right? And I think one more question. I heard from our friends today that you are supplying some medical stuff to some what we call pharmacies like Watson, all those. So can you share with us how you can change so fast during this MCO? Because I know you are doing construction, you are doing the what we call F&B. As far as I know, we know each other for many years. So that, but all of a sudden I heard that you are doing supply medical stuff to the pharmacies, even though they order a lot of quantity from you. Maybe can you share with us how you can change so fast? I think this is a lot of audience want to know.
That's why I said, just as I mentioned, we have to capture the opportunity during the period where there's a distress. Like in any crisis, you have to look at see how to find a solution. You see, instead of sitting down crying and hoping for the best may not come. Action will give you probably the best result. So we have to think about something. You see, like now there's a big demand for all the medical supplies. So of course I'm talking to the government. We have these test kits also from Taiwan. It's 100% accuracy, and result can come out within 1.5 hours. Of course, a bit more expensive, but these are something I'm trying to also supply to the government. And also we have alcoholic wipes for virus and of course special masks and other items that related to, which I have another partner, we are doing okay, not so bad. We got quite some big orders from some of the companies, pharmacies, and some of the other sectors, you see. And of course, Roto Group, we are the leading company doing external facade cleaning and maintenance. So we are also going to desanitizing, and disinfecting, because we are already part of that business. We just do an extension of that, you see. Most of the high-rise building are already our clients, so it's quite easy that we just offer the extra service to all our clients, you see, to basically to at least our staff will have something to do. So I think that is important as well. You look at even many of our members and those friends I know, especially those who have a connection with China. Most of them are also doing a lot of these medical supplies to Malaysia and also export to other countries to at least capture this difficult period to get some business and get some income, you see, to cover the overheads. I think that's important instead of sitting pretty.
Good. So if all of you audience here, 2,000 over members here, if you feel it's valuable, please share it out. I think this is what we call some insight that we can learn from Dr. Sri Garry. Actually, all this data, I don't even know, to be very honest. Like Dr. Sri mentioned, about 46% of the retailers only last 2 months. This one I don't even know, right? Because I never, I plan for myself. My company actually, we have do the what we call calculation. Luckily, I still can tahan for 1 to 2 years, right, without any income. So I think it's a blessing from everybody. So this is a very strong data. So that I think a lot of people who are inside this category, they really need to make a big change, right? So I think if you feel it's valuable, please share it out to everybody. And then got some more questions, Dato Sri, all right? This is from the floor, not from me, all right? So, okay, they're asking about those retailers, they say they have they didn't make a change. They're still waiting for the after MCO. They still can go back and operate their shop like a normal. Do you think, is it possible? This is some of the question from the floor, because some of them, they are doing the retail. So they ask you the question, is it still the same after the MCO? You still can go back to operate the shop like a normal, to getting the same income or the same sales, same revenue?
You see, this MCO, probably there's a lot of business people or the public do not see the seriousity and the gravity and the depth of the problem of this current COVID-19, I call it, this pandemic. You see, I look at this similar to way back in 1920, 1918 to 1921 or 22, a few years. We have this, we call it Spanish flu. You see, it's very strange. Every 100 years, there seems to be some virus coming up. For example, 1720, we have Europe. Millions of people died, probably 30 million or so, because of the plague, the Great Plague, where there's a lot of virus spread to a lot of people who died. And then 1820, another 100 years, then you have the cholera. Cholera, also another virus, similar, basically, also killed millions. And 1920 is the pandemic again for the Spanish flu, which killed almost 50 million people. And now, after about 100 years, 2020, we have this special COVID-19. So you can see, you look back in the last depression, after during the 1929, there's a big depression. Depression means a prolonged recession, is it? Recession like last time, 1998, 2008, that's a recession, short one. Now depression is a longer period. So you can see from 1929, it stretched up to 1939, the World War II. Then started the World War II. Almost 10 years there. The depression lasted. You know why? A lot of the government was pumping money initially. Halfway they thought it's okay already, so they stopped, they pulled back. And that's how the thing continued. So we cannot be complacent, is it? So this taught us a good lesson. And 2020, I look at this, because it's a total lockdown, again, it's different from that particular situation. Even recession or depression, you still can do some business, is it? Like total lockdown or MCO, total is zero business. You can't do anything, is it? So this is more serious. It's a total stop, total halt of economic activities, basically,
well,
besides a few other activities.
Well, that's really talking about this. I know that you also have some retail chains. 你也有一些店铺，你也有做一些生意，在我们叫 shopping mall 等等这些东西。像聪聪在这边呢，所以我也是知道你有自己本身也有餐馆的营业啦，等等其他的营业啦。其实，在这个 shopping mall 他们的租金还有没有在收的呢？其实，然后过后呢，你认为我们叫做这些影响对这些企业的品牌会有什么影响啊？老师？
很大的影响。You see, so far, Mid Valley has been quite kind to us. Mid Valley and even Eco Choras and some others, they actually giving for March and April. They did not expect the MCO being extended lah. March, April is based on GTO sales. Basically based on GTO sales. So not so bad lah. If you do more sales, you pay more. You do less, you pay less, is it? But many of the malls have not finalized the details. Sunway was the first mall actually to give 2 weeks MCO free rental. That was the first MCO announced. At that time, they straight away give 2 weeks. So that was also very good of them. But you see, now to survive this very difficult situation, because MCO will be 2 months. So we can only hope that the malls have to give us March and April based on sales or free rental. So based on sales, March and April. Otherwise, no way many of the retailers can survive.
Yeah,
because
I think that was really one, like a shopping mall you were mentioning. 1 month, 300,000 rental. Oh my God. 1 month, 300,000 rental. Not doing for 1 month is really 300,000. Not doing for 2 months is $500,000. I mean, it's like crazy. So, any companies that right now you know of that is facing a huge problem of what we call this rental issues?
I think it's not one company. It's every company facing the same problem. The only difference is that the bigger companies like Badini and probably Bokong, they're listed. Of course, they can sort of endure longer period. They last them more than a year or so, but not for the normal retailers. Many of them, especially F&B, they are totally zero, and many of them have many outlets. They have it in Mid Valley, KLCC, 1U, Sunway, and all those. So can you imagine concurrently? Let's say you don't talk about 60 or what, just say about your 20 outlets. Can you imagine 20 outlets times the rental? You'll be dead.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What about salary again? You see, salary to your staff. Okay, now the government gives some subsidy, but it's not enough. You see,
correct.
The subsidy is only a relief to help you, but it's not enough to cover. Then on top of that, don't forget, you have to pay government statutories. The SST, you have to pay income tax, you have to pay EPF, you have to pay assessment. All these are all included. Can you imagine how to survive? And then probably lucky now the banks give you 6 months moratorium, you delay, but don't be happy. After 6 months, is your business or are your businesses enough
sustainable or not
to repay the loans at that time? You see, after 6 months.
Yeah,
like Singapore a bit more far-sighted. They go stretch up all the way right down to December.
Oh,
about 9 months. So Singapore they stretch it to 9 months, knowing the fact this is not going to be easy.
Yeah, because the thing is, 我们呢，就算呢 MCO lifted 了，人家可以出去，可是那个阴影还有依然在那边。就算如果讲这样子呢，当公司一 proceed， 然后那个 shopping mall 还是一样会算回去的话，我觉得在 shopping mall 里面呢，他们有那些100家，就是180%啊，分分钟啊20-30间清盘的话，真的还是做不下去的话，那个 shopping mall 也是会很难看的，是吧？那都是。
Yes. So you see, I'm sure the malls are trying to help also, but I also mentioned to the government very clearly, it's not fair for the malls to subsidize everything. That's why initially I fought very hard. We fought very hard with the government in the sense that to make them realize that government don't have much money. Okay, use the GLCs, for example, TNB. TNB is supposed to support the public services. It's a public utility company to support.
Correct.
It's a must to use electricity, and it's a monopoly business. You see. So last year they make record profit $4 billion. So can you imagine? It's not sinful to bring up $1 billion to subsidize especially all the malls. So when they subsidize the malls, example 50% to the malls. At least the malls have more leeway and easier to support all the retailers. You see. This is what exactly I've been trying to tell the government to advise the government. You see, and this is because electricity is one of the very big bills most of the malls are paying. Some of them pay easily 1 million to 2 million a month. You see, the bigger malls paying about 2 million or so. Really. So can you imagine if they give 50%, they save $1 million. But so at least it will help the malls to give more rebates to the retailers. The good thing also, the government have given sort of a tax break for, let's say, those rebates the malls are giving to the retailers. So this is another area to cushion the subsidy or rebates from the malls. So but we need more from TNB especially. So this is very important.
我要讲大家稍微更敏感一点的哈，所以啊，如果来讲呢，所以你觉得到太敏感，你就不要答，你可以不要答哦。我只是要，因为在这边啊，我们在这边有2000多位学生，然后过后啊，我们的2000多位粉丝啊，是要听他都给Garry 你的话，我只是要讲一句啦。如果来讲，我们讲在马来西亚有这么多个大品牌啦，然后Garry 你有这么多款的交易啦，然后。当然，我们不希望他们有事情发生，因为这什么企业家真的是用血汗来去经营他这个生意的话，我很诚心的祝福他们完全人呢都会度过这个难关。可是事实上就是这么残忍，因为钱如果来讲真的是不够的话，真的是那个生意要撑下去也不简单。这样，那所以Garry，你身为一个 MRCA 的 President。不管是 member 也好 ，non-member 也好，在马来西亚的话，你认为经过这个我们叫做森林，从那个森林里面跑出来的有几多%？有几多%？你觉得到他们会面临灭亡呢？在这个大品牌里面，我们所谓的每天吃的、用的、喝的、穿的，戴的，什么东西都好，你认为你自己本身的看法，有几多%的人你认为从这个森林跑不出来了？
Okay, you see, 那个大品牌 most of them they are quite stable, even with this MCO, they will survive, no issue. But the thing is that they will also scale down certain outlets, I believe so. And then, of course, the medium retailer or the medium even SME and the smaller one, definitely they'll be cutting a lot of the outlets, you see. And some of them they may just give up, you see. If they find that they cannot survive the next 6 months. Very important now, we have to look at not the next 2-3 months. Every retailer have to look at, can I pay my bills for the next 6 months? If I cannot, it's better close down those outlets, especially those outlets are marginal outlets, cannot make money, or the profit is low, or the location is not so good, or the rental is too high. You know, these are some of the strategy the retailers will definitely look at to trim costs and to make it healthier. And I can easily say that probably at least 30% of the outlets or companies will be trim off for
30% or
30%. If let's say prolong another further now, because now we're talking about up to 12 May. Likelihood is that you go further, see, because but the government will give more leeway in terms of more industry or more sectors can open, but be a lot of restriction. And the other big challenge is that it's not just opening, you see. Opening, you may not have much business, but on top of that, you know what happened? Now, because of this distancing policy, every outlet, for example, even in the supermarket or even in the restaurant, you're allowed to have probably 50% seating capacity. Let's say earlier you can sit 100, now you can only sit 50.
Oh,
So your
also that,
sales,
also very
your
difficult.
sales- yes, your sales will not be the same. On top of that, there's already a depressed demand for this. So, and then at the same time, who's going to subsidize this rental? Is the government going to come in to support, or is the mall going to come in to support, or is the TNB going to come in to support, or how? But this will be another very big challenge. Challenge.
So means to say it's like a chain reaction that will happen, and this will lead up to very big, what we call a massive. A lot of small problem become huge problem for the people to solve.
Yes. So it's something very massive. It's not so easy. You look at even China today, even Shanghai. The day I call up some friends there, even restaurants, they're running about 30% capacity because after the COVID, they uplifted the lockdown. Many people are still very cautious. So that is one of the issue. So we have to be mindful and wary about this.
Learning about the country that actually shut down and reopened, like China, right now they are also facing people on going to do their daily routine. So it will also affect. Similarly, you also think, can we also say that once Malaysia is also reopened, it will have a similar effect. Seating capacity will never be the same again. The number of stores is redundant because the number of people that's going out is lesser, the confidence is lesser. Being able to open up, no one can actually absorb the fixed cost of the overheads and stuff like that. So there's many many businesses will just throw white handkerchief out.
Yes. So I mean, all the SMEs and retailers, we have to be wary about all these issues, upcoming issues. It's very important we dive deeper a bit to think what is the next step to do. So as I mentioned, some of the action can be there, but on the opposite side, a lot of things the government can do. We also have made some proposals. The government, for example, tourism is very important. Malaysia, looking at Malaysia, is still probably the safest country in Asia. You can see this Southeast Asia or Asia in terms of fatality, the death, and the numbers of cases. They are still quite low compared to even Singapore. There's a big jump because Singapore was because of the dormitory, the workers where they're staying, the quarters all came up, and here because of the public group the clusters. Now the good thing, I was with the minister the other day. Yesterday, Home Minister Dato Hamza. The good thing, the police have identified all the clusters, the public group, because luckily for the meeting they have all registration. So now they have identified all of them. But the only thing that is I can see the lacking is that we do not have enough testing. We must test as many people as possible. Just like in Korea. Or other country, even Taiwan, there's no lockdown. People are still moving as normal, but they do distancing, and it's still probably one of the safest country. Why? Because they have taken a lot of steps, a lot of precaution, like not allow mass gathering and all those. So, and also a lot of testing. The testing is important to test, especially we don't know who have got this COVID, and some people are asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means they're very strong resistance. So even their virus inside, they don't show symptom. They don't cough, they don't have fever and all this. Some of them, they are very tough people. So these are dangerous, because these are carriers. One person can carry to many. Just like in India, this one of the guru, he came back from France. He thought he's invincible, and then he came back from France. He went to 15 villages. I read about this. He spread to 15 villages before he died. Can you imagine how many people will be infected already? So we have to be very careful to test whether you are positive or negative.
Well, talking about this, Garry, the number of death is going down. The number of people that is catching the infection is not so exponentially growing in Malaysia context. But the thing is, we have bigger countries like the US. Right now, they have around 800 over 1,000 cases, almost going to million, and the number of deaths is in tens in thousands. So in that context, what do you think US have an impact on Malaysia in trade wise and in the economy finance wise? What do you think?
You see, US has always been one of our major trading partners besides China. China is our biggest. Don't forget, they have a lot of American companies still in Penang producing microchips and all those, you see. And today, Malaysia is one of the key players for E&E, electrical and electronics. And it forms a very high part of our GDP, I think up to 40% or so of our gross domestic product, E&E.
Wow.
So this is one very big sector. If I'm not mistaken, almost up to 40 or so. So this area is growing, and that is very important. A lot of it also connected to US and other overseas countries. Of course, anything when US cough, everybody will be affected. US is such a powerful country. That's why when the market is down, there's only three things will go up: gold, US dollar, because US dollar is, look at, the only sort of denomination for currency that is stable, because it is also, even you trade in oil, you trade in US dollar. And then the third one is treasury bonds. They said these are the few things, at least these three things will be stable or will go up. Like now gold, they're talking about may reach up to 2,000 to 3,000 USD, the level. So these are the things is we have to be mindful, I see. But in every crisis, there's also opportunity. You look at stock market, I see. You look at America today, Amazon and Netflix.
I think the line is cutting off from Dato Seri.
所以讲啊，我讲啊，太恐怖了。我觉得到啊。
Come back.
Supermarket.
Dato Seri, can you repeat just now you're talking about the stock market today? Well, I think just now the line cutting off a bit.
Okay, I see. Stock market. You see, there's also opportunity. You see, looking at the stock market. For example, Amazon and Netflix have a record. I mean, in terms of pricing now today, the price of each share. Why? Because Amazon is online. So when you're locked down, more and more people are using online. You see, and at the same time, they also own now physical store like those food base. You see. If I'm not mistaken, they bought over this one of the very big food company also, you see. And Netflix is basically a lot on games, you see. So like games, like now you're staying indoor, what do you do? All the children and even the adults, what do? You play games, isn't it, right? Same as Tencent. Why Tencent is so strong in China? Tencent has garnered about 40% of their business revenue is from games. So they have found their niche, you see. Which people always, whoever, whether up or down, good time, bad time, people play games. You see, these are the niche, as I mentioned. Sometimes during crisis, you just need to foresee which are the industry or which are the counter have a very big possibility of going up. I think this one we can learn, actually could have learned from China, because during the lockdown, you see, Alibaba was still doing well, and Tencent, all this, they are still very strongly held up because of the online business they have, you see. So these are some of the things we should have more thoughts on, on hindsight.
Because of that, do you think because of what US right now is currently facing with their politics, what do you think that the impact with Malaysia, will it be even longer than a year, you think? Because I don't think so US will be so easily ease off. And with the political instability and also the death toll and the people got infected, and right now all the states are right now doing their own stuff. Some of them MCO curb the people from going out. Some they let the people come out, and will that also will impact Malaysia in the much more longer period, you think, Dato Seri?
Yes. You see, during the 2008, you see, 1998 was the Asian financial crisis. 2008 was world financial crisis. So when, well, of course, America is always an epicenter of trade, you see, because they form about 25% of the world trade, you know, in terms of value and output, you see. So America is a force to be reckoned with, whether you like it or not, you see. Of course, China is catching up very fast. That's why there's also politically they're trying to balance out with China in this area. Surprisingly, America in terms of healthcare is not even as good as Malaysia. Malaysia, you see, despite a small country, I think the number of hospitals and healthcare, we are pretty good, you know. So the Ministry of Health actually have done a good job in this area. But the main thing in America now is that they have to contain this COVID. See, some of the, for example, the state, I think Georgia, they wanted to open. I want to open quickly for business, but of course the president trying to stop it. They really have to find a way that how to slow down the COVID spreading. You see, I think that is the most important. But once the lockdown is over, I can guarantee you the business will never be same as usual. You will be no more business as usual. No more business as usual. Everything will be changed. You get what I mean? Because of the distancing, the first thing, for example, will be hygiene. People have to be very hygienic. You have to wash your hands very often. You know, you have to sanitize your outlet, even your house. You know, you see, and then you practice distancing. You don't go hugging each other so near so often now. You see, and then healthcare is very important. Every country have to spend more money on healthcare to get more better prepared. You see, and there'll be less traveling perhaps by business people because they'll be using more Zoom and webinar or whatever, webinar, all this, or Skype. You know, even they're there last time, but people don't use it as often as now, you see. And working at home, and of course, engage more with digital automation, you know. And we have to re-strategize to trim overheads to make sure, you know, overheads are under control, you see. And these are some of the things but the good thing is that the environment also have taken a breather, a rest. So now the carbon, they call it the carbon rating in the world. That means the what you call it, the emission of carbon dioxide, by the cars and all those factories. It's gone down by, they expect it gone down by 6%, which is very high, you see. So now the world is resting, you see. So when we are inside, the day I was joking, so when we inside, the animals also coming outside to party, you see. Because, you get what I mean? You see, only humans can kill the environment. Only humans can kill the other species, animals. And no other species can kill them all, you see. We are the only one. So this is a time for them, hey, probably this is our time, man. So you guys better lock up for a few months and let us enjoy.
The questions， 你们看到我出来哦，都知道对食物有兴趣的，因为我知道Dato Sri Garry 啦，有 restaurant。Because just now Dato Sri Garry is talking about hygiene, talking about restaurant, right? So 我知道Dato Sri Garry 啦，他有一个很漂亮的 restaurant， 好像 Sky Bar 这样子的，叫做 Raintree Dorset
Raintree Dorset， 谁人有去过 Raintree 的？有去过 Raintree 的写 RRR 好不好 ？Raintree Dorset。还
有一间叫做Chakri Palace。
谁人有去过 Chakri Palace 的话写 CCC 好不好？有去过 Raintree 的写 R， 有去过Chakri Palace 的写 C 好不好？我们看一下有没有几个人去。
因为Adrian 老师跟Dato Howard 刚刚 Dato Sri Garry 有讲到 restaurant 我想问他的 restaurant 怎样营业呢？
所以你的 restaurant 怎么样营业呢？你现在是怎么样做这个 Raintree Dorset 跟那个 Chakri Palace？ 你做了什么动作来给所有你的那个营业呢
？You see, as I mentioned, in terms of we do a lot of online as well. But for fine dining, you don't expect much of a takeaway. You see, so the takeaway is very little. It's even 10% or so compared to normal sales. Because you see, if you come and dine, you probably open a bottle, you order a la carte and all this. But you take away, you probably order one fried rice and one fried kway teow and a little bit here and there. You see, you see the difference. So the online restaurant do well are the burgers, like for example, still those burgers are still doing okay. The fast food, yeah. So not many, majority I would say they have decided also to close it up during the MCO time, you see, because you hardly get any sales. Even you put your staff there, it doesn't sort of help to cover your costs, you see. So that's why I said we have to re-strategize and do some other things that can bring you more income.
So what versatile action that your people, your GM is taking, that's really Garry?
So we are planning to sort of next stage to do even more online in the future to create more awareness. You see, so I think that is one of the things, and perhaps to come up with menu where it's more sort of for more tapao type for takeaways. You see, takeaways you need quantity.
Dato Sri, Nicole say Thai food at Chakri Palace is amazing. And then a lot of people been to Chakri Palace, and also a lot of people been to Rain Tree. And then they say Rain Tree atas place. And then it's a lot of RRR, CCC. And Lim Jung Xiu say Dato Sri can give discount. Here got a lot of people asking for discount also. So
Sure.
a lot of C. Oh my God, there's a lot of people know your place and been to your place, Dato Sri.
So of course, for all your students, we will give straight away 15%, and if they come for happy hours, we give them more. We have drinks 1-to-1, you see.
Adrian 老师，我跟你讲sorry 大家各位老板我已经背后做了东西了的。因为我是为我们的学生follower 的，因为我跟Dato Sri 的 assistant 淘了3样好料 from Chakri， 淘了他们很好吃的，可以 delivery 的，
可以 delivery 的。
from Chakri 它是 free DIY tom yum 啦，加 green curry 加 red curry set 来的所以今天呢 Dato Sri Garry 会送出3份。好的。
free DIY set
你们谁现在
DIY set 什么？一个是什么 green 什么？
tom yum， 一个是 green curry， 一个是 red curry set。
哇，3个 curry 我一流
我们是很所以你们今天把这个，
我也是很喜欢吃 Chakri Palace， 坦白说，它的Thai food真的是一流的，它的 quality 真的是一流的，这个是真的。
对，你们呢今天把这个 live 分享出去，等一下我们会 announce 三位朋友哪3位得到哇3个 not enough 几摊心OK， 刚刚Dato Sri Garry 有讲会给 discount 大家啦。所以今天等一下我们会放一个 link 在 Telegram， 你们所有听着这个 live 的 Dato Sri Garry 的 restaurant。Rain Tree, Dorset 跟 Chakri Palace 都会给你们的 discount。
金融过关了吗 ？Only in KL or in other places as well?
Mainly KL 啦，KL。
Mainly KL 啦他们来玩，他们可以去吃的，老师。所以等一下在 Telegram 那边，你们快 register。
哇，在这边也有东西吃
对但是 of course term and condition apply 啦虽然给 50% 但是 term and condition but 已经很好了咯。
现在Dato Sri Garry 是给3份免费，
对，
然后再给我们的学生，如果讲去那边吃58%，
15%，
然后送过来他的家里是吧？
是 happy hours. Next day when after MCO happy hours we got drinks, wine and all this 1-to-1. As you drink 1 buy 1 bottle, we give 1 bottle free.
Wow, 1 to buy 1
One secret. One secret. I could like to take this opportunity to share out the secret. Okay. If you want to meet Dato Sri Garry Chua after MCO, you can bump into him in the Dorset. I can tell you, the rooftop every time I go there, I will bump into him. So this is a secret. If you want to meet him personally, he will sit down with you one to one to talk about business. This is his passion. His passion. You see, every time I meet him, we never contact one. We never say, "Hey, I want to see you there." I bump into each other. Then I saw his face. Actually, he's so tired. I said, "Dato Sri, why you so tired? You know, you went through so many meetings, but at night you still be here." So he told me one thing. This is his home. This place is his home. This place is for him to entertain some friends, some good clients, to give back to them. So I think if you would like to meet him personally, please go. I can assure you, you will meet him personally. Seriously.
I got things to ask you later on. Remind me later. So 呢，今天呢，等一下我们再跟大家重复怎样拿到这个 15% Dato Sri Adrian, before Dato Sri Garry Chua depart， 因为我们时间差不多了，你有什么 last question 要问 Dato Sri Garry 吗？
I think Dato Sri Garry, moving on forward, what is MRCA doing differently moving forward from this? And of course, the business model of everyone should be changing, because like really today, what I really learned from you is this word called versatile. So I always use the survival of the fittest. I think versatile is more appropriate to say this, because the thing is everybody is surviving, and you need to be versatile in the sense that you need to be acute to what the market demand is. So on that context, anything that the MRCA, Malaysian Retail Trading Association, who is doing differently and to moving forward, Dato Sri, anything that you think that
That's why we started for this MCO period. That's why we started the MCO Action Bureau. We have committees to help all the members. Of course, even you're non-member, you can also, I mean, unofficially you see how we can help you It's okay. Our job is to help as many people as possible. I mean, no promises. We do our best. If let's say you have some issue, even with the banks, with the legal aspect, HR, whatever, we can get the expert to advise you in the right manner, so that you will not falter or do the wrong thing, and get the best possible results. I think that is the most important to support our members. And of course, after this MCO, I believe a lot of retailers will wish to join MRCA, because we have been very vocal, representing not only the retailers, the SME, and also people in general, so that is the gist about the NGO and the association. We have to be selfless. The main thing is that we have to help each other, to help as many people in business as possible, because we are in business. We must hope that other people succeed. I think that's important. Everyone must succeed in this world. We can understand in business it's always very challenging, it's very difficult. So wherever have problems, it's only rightfully we try to give our best support to make sure they sail through. At least if it's not totally resolve their problem, at least we can alleviate or soften the blow, soften the landing. I think that's very important.
Yeah, talking about this, Caroline, do we have the contact number of the MRCA? So if people would like to join MRCA, or people would like to actually inquire about MRCA, do we have the phone number and the contact and the people who is in charge?
Okay.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
We already MRCA page here. Can we show Dato Sri Garry the MRCA FB page?
Yeah. We have our website. Anytime we have our Facebook and also website. You can just Google into it. You can see Howard is our important member. He can give you all the details also.
Thank you so much. Because of Dato Sri, I managed to join MRCA. Seriously, this is something I cannot sleep for that night. Actually, the first time I met Dato Sri at the Chakri Press with the during event. So when my friend introduced me to him, this is the president of MRCA. I feel so shocked. Seriously, I never met President MRCA before. So I said, Dato Sri, can you try to let me apply to become the members? So he said he will try. Finally, he said approve already, because every member you apply, you need to get approved by other members. So that's why I said this is a very quality association. So I'm thankful, Dato Sri, really pull me in, so I become a member. So every event I go, I meet a lot of retailers. From there, I get a lot of networking, some value from the event. So I hope, seriously, if you are doing an SMB or retailer, you must join. But I have no guarantee you can be approved. But Dato Sri will try, right? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Garry.
Thank you so much, Dato Sri Garry. And also, we would like to show also Dato Sri Garry Raintree Dorset Hatamas, because many people PM us asking us, SMS us. So I say, we show it online right now. Don't PM us anymore. Show it online right now. So this is a Raintree Dorset Hatamas. It's really, really a nice place. 它的 view 真的是超漂亮的这边 Raintree Dorset Hatamas， 大家去 like 它的 page， 他们有做 event 啊、birthday 啊、wedding 啊那些的东西的。那么 next restaurant 就是 Chakri Palace， 他们的 Thai food 是好好吃的。Chakri， 哇哦，肚子饿了。这个是 Chakri Palace 啊，你们要按什么 Chakri Palace？ 它的 page 是什么啊 ？Chakri Palace 哈。好了，谢谢大家。哇，我很饿了，突然间哦，口水流咗。我现在要吃那个冬阴 curry 啊、red curry 啊、green curry 了。
我要Dato Sri share 一个东西。
很饿了，看到。
Dato Sri，我要你 share 一个东西。那天我在那个 rooftop bar， 我跟他聊天，他跟我，其实你懂为什么叫 Chakri Palace 吗？啊，不如Dato Sri，can you explain why you name it Chakri Palace? Why got palace? The story so inspired.
You see, Chakri Palace, Chakri is the name of the Thai dynasty. It's a very powerful name. You can't use it in Thailand because it's sacred. It's the Chakri is the name of Thai dynasty. Was founded in 1786, is it? By King Rama I. So this is I use this name because I want to move away from another Thai name which is so common. So it's good to use something more unique, you know, but at the same time reflect the Thai culture. But in Chakri, we use everything that's totally Thai, and the Thai chef are of high level. We make sure the food are consistent. We have a money back guarantee, you know, in the sense if you're not happy with the food, we will not. If let's say the dish is not up to your expectation, normally we will not charge that dish. So that is our policy. You feel the fish is not fresh, okay, we'll waive the bill from the fish bill from the bill.
Fantastic.
Very good. So 今天呢，我觉得呢，Dato Sri Garry Chua 给了我们一个很好的分享哦。然后呢，记得Dato Sri Garry Chua 的Facebook page 啊，大家记得去 like 一下 MRCA，all right？ So 今天Dato Sri Garry Chua 谢谢你。我们要 before Dato Sri Garry Chua depart，Dato Sri Garry Chua 有什么要跟我们的 follower 讲吗？
Okay, Now this MCO pandemic is a very big challenge. As I mentioned, just prepare for the worst, but hope and pray for the best. Thank you.
谢谢你
Thank you,
Dato Sri
Dato
Garry
Sri.
Chua. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 改次有机会我们再 invite。是的，后面要讲什么
I will see Dato Sri.
？Okay, thank you Dato Sri.
Thank you. 谢谢大家。
谢谢你。
拜拜。
可以。Thank you, Dato Sri. 我们要做一个
谢谢
closing 啦 ，Dato Sri 可以mute 然后 off 掉 Dato Sri 的 video。Thank you 现在 OK 了。
Thank you.
All right, so thank you, Dato Sri.
Thank you.
好了，那 before 我们 end 这个 live 呢，我要 wrap up 整个东西。我想等一下我们会 announce 谁拿到 Adrian 老师的这个3分，然后Dato Sri Garry 的。咖喱盖，等一下我会拿，我很想拿，我可以拿1份吗？那刚刚我听到一个东西哦，Dato Howard，我跟你讲啦，Dato Sri Garry 走了，我要问你一下子你好好聊一下子的你可以去到哪一个地方认识什么的人的你有这种的勇气的你的 network 人跟你讲第二你跟人家讲第二没有人敢认第一耶，到底你的秘诀在哪里耶？
有啦，我觉得其实我们做真的东西，我是没有 secret 啦，我是觉得我们做真的东西 我们做真的东西的话，觉得是 we can go far， 这个是我觉得的。很多人问我，其实我选人的条件是什么？不是他的ability， 如果你问我了，是他的人品。如果你的人品好的话，其实你可以走得很远的。OK， 所以我觉得好像有来上过我的最近的 sharing， 我的 networking secret 的话，他们都看到其实我怎么样去付出，怎么样去一步一脚印去 plan， 去 strategy， 再去 action， 我觉得是我希望可以给到他们 value 了，好不好？这样子了。
所以的后问，现在你有教一个课程，是教他们怎样做 networking 的是吗？
对，这不是说教了，我不会教，我只是 sharing 我的 past
分享
experience 分享我的 past experience， 我怎么样去跟那些代棍啊，那些比较高的人打交道，
哇
跟那些 politician 又可以做朋友，要怎么样去 approach 他们，在什么场合用什么语言，我觉得是我可以把这个东西分享给大家的，因为我觉得是如果大家都 copy 得到的话，我们就是把美好的一天都在一起，这个是我想要做到的东西。
我知道啦，如果有 resources 的话，有人的 resources 啦，我们做什么 connection， 做一个 bridge 就很容易的。我跟你们讲啊，我一路以来啦，认识Dato Howard啦，我要做什么的东西啦，Dato，你认识这个人吗？啊，没问题呀，我帮你 connect 啊。他真的一个电话哦，不过10分钟，他可以跟我讲到那个回答哦，然后我就打回给我老板Adrian老师，诶，老板 set 得了啊。我老板 Adrian 老師講：你咁叻嘅，唔係我叻，我識得打電話俾Dato Howard，叫Dato Howard幫我說我Dato Howard就是有3天的課程，會 share 給大家那個 Wealth the Secret of Networking， 對不對？這3天課程需要2000塊嘛？
這3天課程
需要2000塊嘛？
不止2000塊，我覺得啦 ，OK， 我覺得如果你們可以 capture 到的話。不止2000塊，100千都可能會有的。But 我只想，
現在你要 charge 多少錢？2000
USD 20塊，一模一樣。我上一次我只是想150個人進來，我就分享一下，那你知道超標了，去到300多個人。我本來講叫我的 team， 你的 Zoom 去到300了，我們盡量300了，那你知道又超標了，超過50個人，所以是350個人，我就再開了。開到500，你們都懂 Zoom 的 webinar 是100、300、500這樣子，所以我就覺得就是我很感動，我很感激他們真的是那麼支持我。誒，我第一次我沒有 call 你的人，我要講分享，他們就這樣子給錢。
你哪裡沒有 call 你的多？你有 call 你，只是說你不收，因為夠麼了，你完全收住。所以講啊，我們啊就是你叫你講。
對，就是其實在這邊我講學一個東西。
我這個課程是，
課程是什麼？你剛才說什麼？
不是，我說你的課程是20塊 $20啊。
我的20塊，差不多87塊馬幣。然後如果我覺得啦，他們不是，我覺得for initiate我覺得我們可以給到 value 大家的話，他們可以用得到的話，我覺得錢多少不重要了的，最重要是他們得到那個 value。我覺得如果他們得到 value 的話，他們可以 apply 的話，其實就是很大的 satisfaction 的。所以以前
我們下面有一個 link 哦，你們大家立刻馬上哦 ，before， 現在不是這樣的都Howard 老師 ，before Howard 老師起價之前呢，你們快 sign up 嘛，$20 20塊，什麼東西？這個你們老師我不懂啊，周末你們越做越便宜的，那都屬於不是Dato Howard，我老實跟你講啦，我認識你的時候啦，我都知道你厲害的。因為你的 network 真的，我有去一個很多場合見過你的，我跟我老闆講哦，這個是超級 butterfly 來的，他好像整個場合全部人都他認識這樣子的，我說真的，整個超級 butterfly 來的，但是我覺得啦，你上了 O2O 你好像神經病了一點點哦。
對啊，如果你們在這邊看着的話，你們還沒有上O2O的話， 我 guarantee 你一定要上。如果你没有钱上，我给你钱，你去上这个东西。因为是我在这3个礼拜啊，我一上了第2堂课，我跟 Adrian 讲了，我就把我的生意模式改，他没有跟得到，他们就觉得为什么我要这样子做？能咩？在 Zoom meeting 可以卖到 property 咩？他们都觉得很 curious 的那种感觉，所以我们就很幸运，我觉得很多人都很 support 我们。3个礼拜我们做了2个 webinar， 卖了40间，因为每一个 webinar 我只是得到单飞的一个 blessing， 他讲每一个 webinar 我只给你20间，因为20间 special deal， 所以我就把20间推出去。那你懂，全部去给 booking，OK， 有些人 waiting list， 然后我就跟团队讲 waiting list 我们就真的是要 waiting list， 因为单税给我20间而已，我不能讲 break 他的东西，所以我觉得 nothing is impossible，OK， 只要你有 mindset 对的话，好像你跟他都去，你去学他 O2O， 我告诉你，如果他 O2O 没有帮到你的话，你不用找他，你来找我，我给你钱，我退换他的钱。如果1000个人去 sign up 他，觉得帮不到的话，你 BM 我退还钱给你，我不跟你这样子讲，因为我本身就是那个学到的人，然后我去 action。我每次讲的，如果你有 learn without action is zero 啊，听清楚。Learn without action is zero, but if you just action is 50%, means 你有50%的chances to be success. But if you consistent and persistent action 呢， you can hit 150%。我觉得这个是很重要，这个是我也是跟我很多代工的朋友，他们老板们他们 share 给我的一个 value。你要 consistent 和 persistent 去 action， 你会意想不到你要的 result。今天这2个我的好像我的这个 cost， 我意想不到我会去到3，就 double 了，你知道吗？200%，你知道吗？然后我们的卖的 property， 其实我打算一个 webinar 最多可以卖5间，我坦白告诉你，5间很够力了嘞。其实，那你知道去到20间4倍 400%， 这个
不小心一个不小心哦。
然后我很感动了，我也是跟我的 customer 讲，如果你们觉得你们不要的话，你告诉我不用紧。然后收发到今天还没有什么人讲不要，他们最多是说我要借我的论先看能不能过。我觉得我很开心的这个东西，所以他们真的是把这个东西给我那个信心了。好，
所以谢谢你，大家好问。那东西我不要讲多了，你们这个 O2O 你们要签7块钱，我讲多我都有一点闲了啊，对不对呀？So 呢，谢谢你啊，大家好问。然后大家好问呢的 class 20块美金，你们也是要加入哦，一个7块，一个20块，我不懂你们2个搞什么东西哈。老师，我想要 announce 什么？
我的团队刚刚 PM 我看到这个菜了，他讲，周末你又卖20块，周末你不卖贵一点？然后我讲不用，我真的想要回馈给大家，这个钱其实我不会去赚它的，我只是要把那个 value share 给大家 ，OK？ 因为真的是。
Very good, very good， 2位老师就是超棒的。那before 我们 depart 了，我要 announce winner 一下子哈。So 赢到 Adrian 老师31天 success secret 的了，我们有Joey Chia， 第2个是 Jen 天乐，第3个是 You May Go， 恭喜你们 Joey Chia、Jen 天乐跟 You May Go， 你们请 PM 我们的团队，所以你们就会赢取到31天 success secret， 谢谢你们。然后呢，这个呢，
好了，我可以要求 Dato Seri Adrian 再送3本出来，去我的 base 的人，谁 share 最多的话，我们抓出来 share
没问题，没问题。
3本，因为我觉得这个 value 的东西，我觉得应该大家都可以得到。来，你们去把我的 base， 谁在我的 base 的话 share 出去，最多我们的人就抓出来，你会得到这本书。这本书其实是我看了，每一天看都有每一天的一个讲一个领域，我觉得是领悟，我觉得是很好的一个东西。他都是有告诉你啊，他真的是把他的心声都写出来，我觉得是很棒很棒。我不看书的，我告诉你，我跟你们讲，我也是跟很多人讲，我不喜欢看书的，就是这本书我看完那么简单。
好，可以，没问题，没问题。好，你的平台我们也是送3分，好不好？好了。So 呢，Dato Sri Garry Chua Chakri Palace 的那个 free DIY Tom Yum Green Curry 跟 Red Curry Set 有3位朋友哦，他们会 deliver 到你们的门的哈、哦。噔噔噔噔，第一位是可莱啦，恭喜你可莱。没有啦，讲笑罢了。第一位是 Barry Karen， 恭喜 Barry Karen。第2位是 Joel T， 恭喜你 Joel T。第3位是 Kelly Chua， 恭喜 Kelly Chua，Thank you very much， 恭喜你们了哈。So 呢 ，before 我们 depart 了哈，谢谢2位老师，我有东西要跟他们讲，因为我们有一个 Telegram 的 group。So 希望他们呢可以加入我们 Telegram 的 group。But before 加入我们 Telegram 的 group， 我要跟你们讲刷Dato Howard 的 page 先啊，Dato Howard 的 page， 你们呢大家还没有 like Dato Howard 的 Facebook page 啊，请去 like Dato Howard 的 Facebook page 哦。这个是帅帅Dato Howard 的 Facebook page， 哇 ，Dato Howard Chill Chester Venture Berhad， 现在立刻马上去 like 好不好？立刻马上去 like， 然后呢还有他的 IG Dato Howard 的 IG。Dato Howard 啊，就是比较简单 ，Howard_Chill Please follow Dato Howard， 因为他天天的会跟你们讲一下networking 的秘密他很多帅帅的照片跟很多名人在一起的，所以很丰富的他的 page 看他的东西所以呢，你们第2样东西呢就要加入我们的 Telegram， 因为呢我们在 Telegram 里面呢会给你们很多 latest 的 information 的好不好？刚刚Dato Sri Garry Chua 讲那个15% 的 discount。在 Telegram 这边有一个 Google Form， 你们可以填下 ，Alright， 可以填下。所有今天填下这个 form 的人都会拿到 15% 的 discount， 好开心。那么呢，在 Telegram 里面呢，我们也是会有 Dato Howard 的 link， 关于他的networking 的课程，还有 of course 我们Dato Sri Adrian 老师的 O2O 的课程，好不好？所以现在马上加入这个 Telegram。好了。Before 我们 end 这个 live，Dato Sri Adrian 老师有什么东西要跟你的粉丝讲的吗？
让Dato Howard讲先。
OK，Dato Howard你讲先。
对啦 ，before 我们睡觉，我每次做 live 我都很开心的，全部 comment 99.9% 是 comment positive 的，我真的很开心。然后我觉得就是 before 大家睡觉，我们要时时刻刻保持 positive 的 mindset， 无论你遇到什么问题，遇到问题谁都会有的。家里问题，家庭问题 ，relationship 问题，生意问题，老板问题，不要担心。如果你的 mindset positive 的话，你一定很容易挨过的。所以我真的是 before 你们去睡觉，把这东西放在脑海里面，怎么样都好，都要think positive。你think positive 之后，自然你会有你的 action plan 的。相信这句话，这句话不是我讲的，是我很多的大老板告诉我的，我只是跟你们讲而已，好不好？来。
谢谢你的 Howard， 还有 Adrian 老师你耶。
我自己本身呢，跟Dato Sri Garry 这一段的东西，我学到一个很重要的东西，就是说Dato Sri Garry 呢，他自己本身虽然是一个很正能量的人，他是很正能量的告诉我们所有的人，就是未来这一个2020真的不是一个好年，所以不管怎么样，我们叫做正能量都好，我们怎么样都是要想一些我们叫做有心理准备。So Dato Sri Garry 讲到一句话，我觉得到真的是觉得到我要跟大家企业家表达的就是，我们做什么东西都好，一定要记得 versatility， 就是 being versatile。就是要转变转通的快，就好像甚至你看Dato Sri Garry 他自己本身都讲他现在就转通的快，把自己本身的那个开销先解决先，就是看有些什么东西他可以马上转变的，他把他的生意的模式改。所以我时常都是讲，除了我们讲思维要改，模式要改，方案要改。那个方式要改，所以这个东西要跟大家讲的就是第一，我们叫做我们的 mindset 一定要改， 然后第二，我们的 business model 要改，然后过后啊，我们第三，我们的 methodology， 我们的方式做事情要改。不管是怎么样都好，互联网这一个板块，接下来这个6个月到1年，我可以告诉大家，所有的做生意的方式已经不一样了。这一轮每一个做生意的人都被我们叫做资产那边咬到，租金那边咬到，然后员工那边咬到。这一个的咬是一个我们叫做会接下来做给生意的人恐惧感。就是不管是做生意的人也好，做员工的也好，都是一个恐惧感的。这一个东西没有这么快忘记的。做什么呢？虽然如果来讲，我觉得到短马来西亚这一个我们叫做几个月，如果来讲可以度过的话，我自己本身个人认为，当然我不是一定是对，可是我自己本身认为这个是全球的事情。我们的2个国家。就是我们的中国，还有我们的美国，这一个故事是玩完不了的。我们真的不知道几时才会停战。就是我不是讲他们战是什么，是心理战，那个心理战术才是最可怕的东西。然后当2个大象敌人在打心理战的时候，我们在中间的人是被压迫的。像这个东西是免不了的。好，我们大家好；不好的话，我们要做些什么？其实我觉得到钱在这个世界是绝对没有少的，不管是我们叫做经济萧条等等，什么我们叫做 recession 也好 ，depression 也好，经济一样的。如果来讲要是不好的话，钱还是有留在有人的口袋，就是那个口袋的钱移动罢了。说钱是不会少的，只是说那个钱移动罢了。说那个钱到底移去谁的口袋，这个东西我们就要看。所以讲所以 Garry 讲的东西就是我们人一定要变通，就是 versatile， 这个东西很重要的。我觉得如果来讲，我们知道这件事情发生的话，外面我们现在在做的客户，是否他们的钱还在他们的身上嘛？如果来讲他的钱不在他的身上的话，我们身为一个企业家的话，是否要不要转方案去那个钱的地方？因为生意肯定是跟住钱的，生意不是跟住我们叫做自己的感觉的，因为自己的感觉只是因为了爱你的生意就是要学的，没有学你整个散盘生意是年轻的。我觉得到钱是没有少到。只是说钱是去了谁的口袋，还有谁在留住这一笔钱。所以我觉得到在从中在这边的话，我们人呢要我们叫做在这个我们叫做辛苦的时间的时候，让我们自己想一想，我们的生意是否模式要改变。因为接下来我们讲很多生意都不会重资产了，很多生意都会轻资产，最少1-2年的。当你讲轻资产最少1-2年的时候，我觉得互联网就是那个方案。虽然从中在这边呢，老师很希望这边有1000多位的学生，如果来讲你们还是第一次听的话，老师很建议大家上老师的这个 O2O， 这个是我们跟 Team Adrian 整个团队当做我们是一个community service， 说就是等于说呢，给企业家知道怎么样连线下移到去线上，互联网怎么样你也有可以分。我时常都是这样子讲的，我们如果来讲今天不进互联网，整天讲不可以，时间市场会改我们的。最担心的是什么？朋友们家庭们，最担心的是我们不改，市场逼我们改，我们还是不改，我们的对手竞争对手上互联网先，后悔来不及。因为今天我们讲公司的品牌、产品的品牌、个人的品牌，哪里一个重要？这些东西完全已经开始转变了。所以讲希望大家如果来讲有这样的抽空的那个时间的话，上我们的 O2O 如果来讲你觉得到这个 O2O 的课程7块钱，我们不是要赚钱，我们这样子做只是要你们一个我们叫做承诺罢了。所以从中在这边的话，如果来讲你觉得到 这个7块钱你上了过后，第1堂、第2堂不好的话，那都还会包1000位，1000位退钱给你们。所以说啊，你可以想象到，如果来讲我自己，我们讲地名容易讲话就没有什么意思了。可是啊，那都还会谢谢你的支持，谢谢你的精神，最主要是谢谢你的成功。因为我们做这些所有的东西都是因为了啊，企业家可以有一个另外一个境界，就是啊，我们讲啊，要学会变通。虽然这边呢都还问，我觉得到可以的话，我们再继续跟多一点企业家说这个我们叫做好的消息，就是企业可以上互联网的。我们马来西亚只是一点点的%在互联网里面罢了，像他都是给你讲的。所以讲啊，我们真的是趁这个机会创造我们新的一个天地。谢谢大家，希望下一轮我会在 O2O 的一个课程8堂课见你们。好，解释一下可能我们的那个 O2O 了。
好了，我们的 O2O 呢，只是7块钱美金，我们有8堂课哦，8堂课就是 Adrian 老师教课啦，那么也是有团队拓光光给你们看呢。拓光光不是看我们的 role， 是看我们里面整个团队怎样做整个系统的哈。因为 Adrian 老师讲，你们觉得哎呦只是讲嘛，没关系 ，Adrian 老师这一次教我们拓给你们看了，你懂啊？当我们拓的时候，你这懂有几肥美的里面哈，所以我们就是整个团队的系统，整个 system 都会给你们看，一个礼拜2次，星期2跟星期4，所以我们开始的就是在星期6开始 ，end 也是在星期6 end 的。我们呢 batch 4呢，就是在5月23号开班哦，就是8点半的。MCA 过了 ，MCO 过了，或者是没过都好，也是8点半晚上开班的，所以没有什么关系到的哈。最重要的就是现在是7块钱，你看过了这个 MCO， 我还要卖7块钱吗？
原本这个课程我们是卖1898块的，原本是卖1898块的。我就是时常跟人家讲了，如果来讲啊，要给人家鱼，倒不如教人家怎么样钓鱼。也是因为这样子，如果来讲啊，要跟你讲 O2O 有多么的好，给你也不会拿来用，倒不如我们教你怎么样钓鱼，教你怎么样可以在高度看下来，深度教你们8堂课，每一堂课2个小时，星期2一堂8点半到10点半，然后过后星期4再多一堂8点半到10点半，再加上星期5、6、7跟星期1早上11点我们做 Q&A， 说从中在这一边这个价钱我们只是到 MCO， 人家出钱，人家出口罩，人家出等等这些东西我们都有做，个人我相信都有做，我们只是要再加多1分自己的力。我们做企业教育，我们已经做了7年。既然今天是做了这个既然每一个人都在放在这个难题的中，出力的出力，出钱的出钱，我们有智慧的，我们出智慧。所以从中在这边的话，希望大家在我们那一个我们叫做另外一个O2O的平台，可以再见面，在下面有这个 link， 你们跑去那个 link 那边 register。坦白说，过了 MCO 这个东西就不是7块钱美金了。从中在这边的话，我们7块钱美金，我们也不要给免费，因为免费就没有意思了。你有一个 commitment， 我就是要你做这个动作，只要你做这个东西，我们的目标在这个8堂课程，就是陪伴你1个月哦，就是每一个星期2天8堂哦。我们的目的只有一个罢了，就是做起100万的，我们不是业绩哦，100万的利润，100万的利润。我教大家 step by step 怎么样赚100万的利润，从中在这边，希望大家可以在那边见。
不要再讲了，你太长期，已经有7、8个人问我们怎样 register 了，所以在下面可以 register 7块钱的东西啊，不要老是讲这么久了，你们在下面立刻可以 register 好不好？谢谢Dato Seri Adrian 老师，谢谢Dato Howard 老师。
可以了，我们有一个 O2O 的 video， 可以不可以准备 before 我们 end 这个东西的时候，我们给他看好不好？
Oh my god， 幸福来得太突然了 ，Gabriel。
要放给他 video 啊。
你准备一下子啊，哈。All right， So before 等 Gabriel 准备来 ，Gabriel 也是会播到我们的 Telegram 一次，好不好 ？Gabriel 再播到我们的 Telegram 一次，说给他们加入进去我们的 Telegram， 好不好？我们的 Telegram 这个是什么？这个就是我们的 Telegram， 然后你们可以加入。然后 Gabriel 如果video 准备了，你也是可以播了。Before 我们 end this live 谢谢。那个 O2O 的 video， 那这个 Telegram 很好的因为有我们 latest 的 information， 我们其实有 live Adrian 老师有什么的课程哪一个老师有什么的课程也是会在这里的。好，谢谢你们 ，video 有了，
明天早上再见，
拜拜，
拜拜，谢谢大多好文。
从美国大学毕业回来后，就开了室内设计公司，靠着自己的一点小聪明和打不死的精神，成功在行内打出一片名堂。当时候，很多出名的发展商示范单位都由他设计，甚至连州务大臣的官邸也是他一手包办设计和装修。他就是著名地产企业导师 Dato Seri Adrian Wee。当时的他也才只是个23岁的黄毛小子，但每个月生意周转额已经达到了数百万令吉，在行内的名气也响当当。这一切造就他的傲慢，但这样的日子并没有多久。当他的生意额越来越大时，却发现现金流严重出现问题，而且更不堪的是，当时他在股票投资中狠狠地摔了一跤，甚至试过口袋只剩50令吉，连父母生病了也没有办法让他们接受好的医疗服务，而最终离开人世。这也成为了他这一辈子弥补不了的遗憾。这段时期曾被人瞧不起，曾被大耳窿追债殴打，更曾试过了结自己的生命。就在他最潦倒、最无助的时候，遇上了生命中最重要的恩师，让他接触房地产，教导他经营生意之道，才让他得以重生。当时的他清楚知道，要成功一定要做跟别人不一样的事。Dato Seri Adrian Wee 投身教育的这些年，除了全马走透透讲课之外，他坚决研究网络，不管多累，都坚持每天学习，因为他要做唯一。经过各种酸甜苦辣，他终于研发出一套 O2O 系统，结合 online 和 offline， 创造出独一无二的生意模式。他发现，线下到线上就是要最大化流量，建立自我品牌和降低成本；而线上到线下是要建立信任度和售卖高价品。这是个循环，两者都是相连的。至今，在越南有6000位学生，泰国1000位学生，新加坡600位学生，缅甸400位学生。在马来西亚 ，Dato Seri Adrian Wee 拥有超过28000位学生。全球包括印尼、香港、台湾、美国和英国，都有超过6000位学生上了他的网络课程。因为网络和线下模式的结合，他在2个星期内赚超过200万令吉。槟城37万，柔佛20万，哥打金纳巴鲁16万，亚庇16万，古晋32万，吉隆坡60万，马六甲18万，电话销售23万，2个星期206万。现在他要把这套 O2O 系统公开，帮助所有的传统生意的企业家们转型，再创奇迹。17年前 从美国大学毕业回来。